Hey, what's up, guys? This is John. Snakeskin? You there, buddy?
Yeah, hold on a sec, John. I'm changing into my shirt for this episode.
Well, hurry up. We gotta get this going.
All right. I'm coming. Yeah. Tie-dye mofos. Because it's Rainbow Falls. And
Wait, I was
tie-dyes are
thinking of the
rainbows.
wrong Rainbow Falls when I chose this shirt, wasn't I?
Well, I could see your screen. What you wear, John? You wore
I was
a
thinking of
Pinkamena.
cupcakes.
You
I'm
were
sorry,
thinking
my
of
mind was on...
cupcakes?
Yes.
Oh my god, damn it, John. Come on, take this professionally.
Well, sorry.
Okay, so this was Rainbow Falls, and I gotta say right off the bat, it was better than the average Rainbow Dash episode.
Not as good as Daring Don't, though.
No, Daring Don't was good because Rainbow Dash was making a complete ass of herself the whole time.
And it was funny as heck to watch.
Funny. Like, oh my god, but...
Where does it hurt? In here.
I could not take that part seriously no matter how many times I rewatched that. I can't take that line. There's no one could have made that line work in this show for that character.
Yeah.
If it was a fan fiction, maybe, but...
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, this episode starts off with Dash training.
Fluttershy and Snowflake.
Actually, he's called Bulk Biceps.
Oh, that's right. He's Biceps now.
I
like the name.
Why couldn't you go with the fandom name for once?
Because you would rather have Ditzy instead of Derpy, or
No, I would rather have Derpy instead of Ditzy, because they call her Ditzy in the show.
True. So, Snowflake. I mean,
Why are they here?
Why are they here? This is your life. They're here because the Ponyville Olympics are coming up again in subject matter. And Rainbow Dash, I don't give a crap if they're called the Equestrian Games, man. They're the
Pony Olympics.
They are the Pone Olympics.
Pone Olympics.
Pone Olympics, man.
That sounds like Limp Bizkit.
Oh. Well, no, they do have one song. Keep rolling, yeah! Break stuff! So,
let's get your ass raw.
Rainbow Dash is leadering the team for Ponyville because they got their own team to compete. And I'm like, that's cool. I didn't think of that before, like when I was watching the episode, but I guess that makes sense considering the Cutie Mark Crusaders, won the flag to represent the town. So I guess only natural they would get a spot in the Olympiad.
Yeah, and apparently apparently there's a bunch of different events that you have to qualify for before the actual game starts.
What are they? We only see like 2 of them.
Yep.
Oh my god, though. This episode though gets so much better.
Yes.
So then, but what I like about this episode, who wrote this episode again? It wasn't Polsky, was it?
No, it was Corey Powell.
Corey Powell, man, Corey.
My man or my woman.
Okay, so like the next episode that's going to be written by Josh Haber hasn't come out yet. He's only written Castlevania, but so obviously if I could if I had to rate the writers, it goes Polsky, Powell, and Haber. Those are the only 3 dudes I think, but
Yeah.
But
what about Amy Keenan? Oh, that's right. Amy Keenan Rogers hasn't come in yet.
God damn it!
I want her to come in. She needs to write Pinky right.
Yes, but she but I'll say so. But what I like about this episode is that every character has their little running gag. Like Pinkie Pie's a cheerleader, and her thing is P for something, P for perfect, P for pain. Applejack keeps trying to shove Apple Brown Betties or whatever down everyone's throat, and I'm like, yeah, P for promoting Apple Brown Betties. And the whole by the way, is it just me or does it seem like Twilight's getting taller?
Yeah, I kind of saw in season 3 finale that she got a little bit taller.
I mean,
Thank goodness she's not. She looks like she's about 3/4 the size of Luna.
Yeah, Luna's still bigger, but well, anyway. So then,
at least she's the shortest of all the Alicorns yet.
Yeah.
So she doesn't tower her friends.
Yeah, I mean, if she wants to tower Cadence, that's fine. But well, the whole thing is riddled with symbolism. That would be too much for this one video.
Yeah.
But there should just be a video where you and I just talk about symbolism for like an hour with everybody that's considered an undercover brony.
Actually, you know what? I could probably do a video compiling all the symbolisms we've done.
You mean like
just like
symbolism?
Symbolism! Symbolism!
Oh,
symbolism!
Yeah, so next cut they're on the train. And by the way, I like everything that comes out of Bulk Biceps' mouth is gold. Like,
yes.
Everything he says is hysterically. Like, okay, like, he's like, yeah, we won! Yeah! And I'm just like, yeah! Because, like, okay, like, Iron Will reminded me of, like, a mixture of Mr. T and Hercule. Bulk Biceps is just straight up, like, the Ultimate Warrior. Like, he's awesome. Like, you're gonna feel the magic of the Elder Gods, or whatever Ultimate Warrior used to do.
Yeah.
So,
and,
poor
you know...
Fluttershy, she's getting sat on by Bulk.
Yeah! I'm like, why?
The train scene was
kind of probably sweaty down there.
Ew, 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 ew. Oh wait, I have my headless on so I can move around without breaking anything. Ew.
But I like one thing that every other reviewer seems to hate this, that it's the only exposition we get regarding the other Pegasi, but they can only compete in one event. That's fine for me, and I was happy they addressed it. And that's why Dash is stuck with Snowflake and Fluttershy, you know? And it's like, honestly, they were probably just the misfits of the group, that it's like no one else wanted them for any of their other teams, so Dash is stuck with them.
I'm ready to play. Yeah, I could see why, because Bulk Biceps, I mean, no doubt the dude could probably kick some face, but he's got those tiny wings.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you remember those old Burger King commercials where it used to be like, I have these tiny hands? Mm-hmm. That's Bulk Biceps, but for wings. He's like, I want to fly with you guys, but, well, I have these tiny wings.
Yeah.
And Fluttershy can actually rival Rainbow Dash if she wants to. She just doesn't. Yeah. She keeps it inside. She keeps it hidden. Because she knows she could break Rainbow Dash into like Zangief breaks Sparrow's eggs between thighs. Wreck-It Ralph reference, anyone?
Oh, gosh. Really?
Oh, new headcanon. Bulk Biceps is now Zangief. From Street Fighter. Okay, so anyway. One thing I liked about this episode is, which I actually seem to be liking a lot of this season so far, is that, at least from the episodes that have aired in Season 4 so far, God, did you hear they're naming one of the episodes that's coming in like 4 weeks, they're naming it Philly Manili?
What?
Yeah, they're naming it Philly Manili. One's called Three's a Crowd, and the other one is Pinky Apple Pie. That's next week's, actually.
Oh, gosh.
It's like, what the hell with the names?
Yeah.
But I think Josh Haber's returning in the future, but I don't know yet.
Let's hope so, because he did awesome in Castlemania.
He had potential in Castlemania, but who did show awesome potential? Corey Powell, Sleepless in Ponyville. Yeah.
Heck yeah!
Then he
metal.
But then he made the Ennis. That was Games that Ponies Play.
No, that was Dave Polsky.
No, that was
Corey Powell did Just for Sidekicks.
I'm sorry. Season 3, or the last leg of Season 3.
It was so... Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, off topic.
Except for Keep Calm and Flutter On.
Yeah! So one of my favorite things about the episode, which like I said so far is my favorite things, is the writing. I like, well, again, Rainbow Dash is really hard to write for me to like her, but I like Bulk Biceps' interactions with the main six. Like, they didn't treat him as like this, not third wheel, but like the main six were totally cool with him. They didn't treat him like this. Well, Rainbow Dash kind of did, but competition. But they treated him like just like he was there, just another pal. And I'm like, sweet new headcanon. Bulk Biceps is besties with Fluttershy and like friends with the main six. That was cool. But then, oh my God, the Wonderbolts show up, and yeah, it's complete with Spitfire, Soren, and that
Fleetfoot
White filly. That's
Fleetfoot.
Wait, who the hell is
Yes.
Fleetfoot?
She's usually the third member of the Wonderbolts.
There's
You
a
just
third
never heard
member
her
of the
talk before.
Oh. Well, I was never a big Wonderbolts follower, so.
Yeah, me neither.
Spitfire and Soren. Well,
yeah,
that's
should
coming
be
in
a
the
cool
future.
ship.
Should be, but that's coming in the future. So, well, you take it from here.
Well, basically,
I'm gonna
they get to the
salty.
they get to the Rainbow Falls, which I like that they put that there. He said. No, but I really like that they have it there as like, you know, that's the location, but it's also the key episode for Rainbow Dash. And basically they get there, and you see griffins there, which is kind of cool. So the Griffin Kingdom is definitely participating in Equestria Games.
Part of me was kind of wishing Gilla would show up for just a second, just to like glare at them, and then just watch the fandom blow up on the internet.
Kill them!
Crucifier, 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 crucifier.
Or it's like if I may take a page from Ray William Johnson here. How could I put this? That cameo was so fake or gay.
Oh my god. But yeah, no, the Griffins were there, which makes me wonder. There's a whole a headcanon with the fandom mythos that the Griffins have their own kingdom. This kind of made me think maybe they do, because this is in Cloudsdale or by Cloudsdale, right? So maybe the Griffins coexist with them amongst the clouds, but they don't participate in the weather because they don't have that particular natural magic. Maybe
that'd be kind of cool.
Because Earth ponies are basically earthbenders when you break it down. But
anyway,
yeah.
So they get to the location. The Wonderbolts show up.
God damn it!
And they're just like, good to see we have some competition to Rainbow Dash, you know. And basically, Soren's flying, and he clips his wing.
Piss me off. Piss me off.
Against the ring. And he falls, and Rainbow Dash catches him. But apparently he has to go to the hospital because his wing's broken.
I was so pissed at that, the fact they made Soren a sloppy flyer. No, I had no problem with that. Like, it's like, oh, so he's not the strongest fire, but he's still a cool guy. No. The fact that Fleetfoot's a bitch, but the fact that Spitfire too were just being totally mean to him about it. Like, no encouragement or trying to work with him that we could see, anyway.
It's like, I'm sorry, but Wonderbolts Academy, you showed that you were mean but respectful. And honestly, with Wonderbolts Academy, it made sense that she was mean because it was like a military installation.
That was her job description.
Yeah, but the fact is now, she's just mean to her own teammate. Gonna abandon them at the last second? What the heck?
Thanks a lot, Spitfire.
Thanks, Spitfire.
Thanks, Corey Powell.
But you know what? It kind of makes you think. Maybe that's where Rainbow Dash gets her assholeness from.
Well, she's inspired. We've learned she's inspired by Daring Do, but a longer time ago we learned that she pretty much worships the Wonderbolts. So it's not.
And they're idiots, so she acts like an idiot too.
And they say that they say in life you'll either resemble your parents or you'll resemble your idol.
Mm-hmm.
And I can safely say I do not resemble Trent Reznor. Damn it.
You wish you did.
God, I'd be making awesome soundtracks and awesome electronic, industrial, heavy metal music, whatever he made.
Yes.
So then after that,
get a montage.
We get ourselves a montage. Montage. But Spitfire gives Rainbow Dash what people call normally an ultimatum. Spitfire gives Rainbow Dash what I like to call, God damn it, why do you have to bring this conflict into this right now? Things were actually going fine, you yellow-furred chick. She tells Rainbow Dash, dude, join us. No, practice with us. She said, practice with us, see what you think. And Rainbow Dash is like, okay. So she's going back and forth between trying to work with Fluttershy, and I almost called her Firefly for some reason.
Firefly!
Oh yeah, I was talking with some buddies last night. We want to try and ship Joss Whedon with Celestia. See, it's funny, but it kind of works.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my god.
Firefly, Razor of the Sun.
Oh,
damn it! So Rainbow Dash is trying to work with Bulk, Biceps, and Fluttershy, but they're moving at their own pace as best they can. Wonderbolts already are in a league of their own, so while it seems she's having more fun with them, it's tiring her out a lot more, which in turn is putting less time on her practice with Flutterseps. So in Twilight,
but you know what? This kind of reminds me of kind of like Mrs. Doubtfire almost, where they're kind of like he's going back and forth.
It reminds me of this one joke from that really dumb Superman movie, Superman 4, where Superman's going back and forth between between talking super serious with someone and then in between a date with Lois Lane or something like that. So Twilight's the only one that noticed, and I've noticed something about Twilight so far. She seems to be when it seems the main six have a problem so far, she seems to be the most present, but she's not offering solutions like she used to, like full-on solutions or or even telling them ways to solve the problem. Because Rainbow Dash, she's like, dude, Rainbow Dash, what the hell? And Rainbow Dash is like, Twilight, what do I do? And then she like turns around, pulls her trench coat closer, tucks her glasses down. She says, "You made this bed, sleep in it." Then just walks away into the sunlight.
Yeah, it's like, this is something you need to take care of yourself.
Honestly, even if it was any other pony like Fluttershy, or even if Pinkie Pie had made this decision, that would literally be the only thing you could tell them. Because if anything she told Rainbow Dash to do, it would not have been Rainbow Dash's full decision. So it would have.
You know what though? Honestly, it kind of almost sounds like Twilight's just gone from the I'm going to help my friends because it's the right thing to do to I'm an Alicorn Princess now. I'm not going to deal with them anymore. They can make their own decisions.
That's the way I was going to go about it, but then I thought, no, I'll be professional. Because I could give
it to little old me to completely bomb that.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's completely fine. It's just that, it's just the reason why I did it is because I could yell about how Twilight's characterization in season 4 for so far has just been so with me.
Yeah.
I mean, I still like Rainbow Dash slightly. I mean, Rainbow Dash is still least favorite pwn, but at least I could. But the thing is that I disliked Rainbow Dash longer. With Twilight, I went from being indifferent to I can say I like her. Even the season 3. Then season 4 was just like tank, boom.
Yeah.
But, so Rainbow Dash, she's faced, I have to give Rainbow Dash a little bit, personally, I don't think she should have accepted the offer to join, to practice with them, but for her, she is faced with a fairly tough decision. Does she, realize some of her dreams and compete with the Wonderbolt Academy at the Equestria Games, where she can possibly win the medal that she wanted to win for Cloudsdale as a kid, or does she stay true to her friends, Bulk, Biceps, and her waifu, Fluttershy?
Well, we're gonna throw both of those out the window because we're gonna fake an injury.
Yeah, she makes the only rational decision she can. Pretend she breaks every bone in her body.
And it's just as funny as it was in Read It and Weep. It's just as funny as it was in Read It and Weep.
Oh my god. Read It and Weep was hysterical. That was different though, because Read It and Weep, that was just kind of sad.
Yeah.
And that's
pathetic. That's a pathetic attempt.
Yeah, and this one is still sad and partially pathetic. But the thing is that Fluttershy, I think Fluttershy was doing this for different. Rainbow Dash was doing this for different reasons. In the other one, it was strictly for the book. In this one, it's so she can spare her friends and her idols any grief. Which, I gotta give her credit that, that's still a stupid move, as Twilight will point out in a few minutes, but I could see why how for her character she would think this is a great idea. So, next thing we know, she's in the hospital.
Yeah, she always hated the hospital since Read It and Weep, know,
but then some funny little things happen, like with Rarity.
But yeah, she ties a bow to Dash's like, and she's like, and Dash is like, yeah, that's making me feel a little bit better. It's like, Dash, what happened to you?
Hey, maybe she finally has developed.
And then do you notice that Applejack tends to always go in the point of, like, stuffing people's faces with Apple-related products?
That's what I said.
Because she did that, too. It's like, thanks, I couldn't have done that without you. You could have also made Dash vomit there, okay?
Well, yeah, because, like, forced entry of anything through the mouth like that, like food or water, that could have bad effects to your bowels. Then Fluttershy and Bulk Biceps come in, and then they're like, and then Rainbow's like, sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. And then Fluttershy mentions, don't worry, we even have a
replacement. Cue Terminator music.
Then, out of the shadows, out of the doorway, comes Derpy! Yeah, we have won. The day is ours. Yes.
Thank you.
Oh my god, that was so cool. Like, I marked out so hard. I was recording my reaction. You have no idea how much I flipped a gasket. Like,
well, I'm excited to watch that then.
Oh my god, like, she was standing there in the door, like, full view, and you could see her in the background. Like, she made her faces, like, the gesture she did when she looked down into the hole and over a barrel. Her derpy eyes were in full view, and I'm like, yeah, the show is literally telling anyone that complained about Derpy to go stuff it.
And her noises that she makes, it's freaking hysterical. Like, there's one point where something happens, I forget what it was, but she's like, when everyone else gasps.
Yeah.
You hear like a kid in the background screaming for her. I'm like, yes.
Oh my god, that was so perfect. Great. Like, I missed the conversation from that to when Twilight told her making no decision is not a good decision.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't care.
Choosing not to choose is still not a choice.
Which is a good point, because, you know, I think better to have one party suffer the consequences than both, and then she would, you know, well, no, she would look like the good person if she kept the lie up, but it wouldn't be good PR with the fandom.
Yeah. So basically, something happens after this. Soren basically comes up and basically says, I'm just trying to keep it warm for them if they want me back. And it's like, what? And it's like Spitfire said that I wasn't going to be ready enough. And they were going to give Dash the permanent replacement, even though Soren was fully ready and willing to go. What jerks?
Spitfire, heel turn. Fleetfoot, I didn't like her the minute she opened her mouth in this episode. But Spitfire, I at least had a respect for, because I remember watching Wonderbolt Academy, and, you know, initially I was like, but then I thought back about it, I'm like, you know what? She's in charge of the military/racing fleet. She kind of has to be tough to whip him into shape.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that's how, I mean, I've never been in the Army, but I have family members that have. That's what you do in the Army.
Yeah.
So, but Spitfire's total heel turn, that was, oh my god. So then, the rainbow eyes, though.
Yeah. So basically, this is a little weird. A ray of sunshine hits a pitcher of water, and the rainbow goes towards the Ponyville flag that Derpy was carrying before. And then you see the rainbow eyes.
To remind her where her home now is, and where her loyalty should lie with her friends. I just realized something.
What?
Okay, so spoiler alert, Spitfire gives Rainbow Dash her quote-unquote key. Technically, it was Derpy. Very, very technically. Because remember, Rarity Takes Manhattan, nothing caused that. She just looked at where her friends could be. But the flag that Derpy had, that is like 4 levels of symbolism that Derpy did right there. Okay, Derpy's returning, it's like, whatever haters. Then the flag, like, I still love my town even though they shunned me. And then Rainbow Dash is like, dude, that's the town I live in. And Derpy held it. And 4, symbolism! Symbolism is its own symbolism.
Derpy drew the plot forward. Yes! Frick yeah!
I don't think a lot of people realize that.
That is so metal.
I don't think a lot of people realize that at the time, but yeah, Derpy drove the plot. Hell yeah. So,
literally. That is so cool.
So Rainbow Dash just flies out of the bed and goes to the field, and she's like, hey, Spitfire, I challenge you to breakdance. Wait, sorry, I'm still in the 90s. I was born in 94, though. Anyway.
The Snakeskin, the 90s called, they want their moves back.
Oh my god. The 90s didn't have a fat guy with a goatee and tie-dye who listens to metal.
That's true.
Actually, no, they did, but it wasn't metal, it was more like Nirvana. But anyway, and Spitfire's like, Dash, you ready to join? She's like, nope. Then Spitfire comes out of nowhere and Soren's just like, you dicks. And Soren's like, hey! Spitfire's like, hey! Soren, my cousin, wanna go bowling?
Mikasa and Tsukasa, yeah.
I hate that guy from Grand Theft Auto freaking 4. Worst part of that game, reason why Grand Theft Auto 5 is automatically better, Vice City's still the best, but, so then Rainbow Dash spews some shit about like how she should have been loyal to her friends, which good point.
Yeah, and the decision was too hard and blah blah blah.
But I liked when she said when she looked there at her friends, you could see Derpy and Bulk Biceps.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, because Bulk Biceps is one of those guys where it's like everybody that I know likes him or loves him, but he's not used a lot in the fandom. But no, dude, Bulk Biceps like
except for people just spewing out, yeah,
Yeah! That's what I do. I don't do yeah, I do yeah! And then Spitfire's like, you know something? I saw there was you're something else. She actually takes off her aviators. Aviators, good guy. She actually takes off her aviators and is like, you know something? I'm gonna do it in the Sam Elliott voice. There was something interesting about you. I saw it at the academy. Continuity! And I see it now. Now then she's like, Soren, even though we tried to replace you without you knowing, and we basically were full-heartedly ready to kick you out of our gang, would you like to join us again? That's a horrible Sam Elliott. But Soren's like, yeah. And then he joins back, and I'm just like, you ruined the Soren Spitfire ship, the only good straight shipping.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god. But then the medal ceremony. Oh, and by the way, the whole time Pinkie Pie's a cheerleader in this episode.
Yeah.
And in the end, Twilight's a cheerleader with her. Twilight symbolism.
Twilight should not be wearing a rainbow wig ever again.
You know what? Twilight shouldn't, but almost any other Tara Strong character could totally rock it.
I mean, heck, her persona in Lollipop Chainsaw could pull it off.
Her persona in Lollipop Chainsaw did pull it off.
Yes.
Whenever you would use the
I haven't played the game,
Whenever you use the chainsaw, because it's made by that crazy dude Pseudo51, whenever you use the chainsaw, little rainbow streaks follow it. It's rainbows and skulls.
Yes.
It's so cool. But anyway, so yeah, that happens, and then they're at the ceremony. Ponyville just barely qualifies, and I mean the Wonderbolts did it almost no problem, but but Rainbow Dash's group just makes it just by the skin of their teeth. And then they're at the ceremony, and then there's this part where, oh my god, this should just be the new. Forget the whole My Little Pony and a heart thing. It needs to say My Little Pony and the picture they took, because it's the main six, which is Applejack with her apple things, Rarity with some was wearing a dress, I think, Twilight and Pinkie Pie in cheerleader outfits, with Fluttershy bulk biceps, and Rainbow Dash with their medals, and then Derpy in the background. Just take that picture, put it, and it's like, that's the show.
That should be the new intro picture.
Yeah, well, or at least take out Mare.
Yes, and take out Snips and Snails.
But Snails is voiced by Ian Cox, the voice of Inuyasha.
And Snips Lee Tokar is a pretty cool guy.
He's a bit of an attention grabber, attention fisher, though.
Yeah, he's still fun to be around, though.
No doubt, though. And Spitfire, this is the ultimate symbolism right here. So Spitfire gives her medal, her Wonderbolt medal, to Rainbow Dash, which gleams a rainbow gleam, which symbolizes it could be a key. So the symbolism has been doubled.
Mm-hmm. And then we get to the letter, which Dash really didn't sound like Dash. Like, she was like, it's like, 'cause I'm way cooler. I'm like, did you have to really accentuate the way that much? That was kind of stupid.
I think that was Ashley Ball's first take, and they were like, "No, it's fine."
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be crazy if all these awesome lines that we keep repeating was all in one take?
That would be awesome.
Except for Twilight's. Cerberus broke out of Tartarus. It's Tartarus! I played God of War. I know it's pronounced Tartarus. Plus, I'm a bit of a geek when it comes to Greek mythology. So that was Rainbow Falls.
Yeah. Overall, pretty good episode.
I give this episode, I give it an 8, for sure an 8.7, maybe an 8.9, 9.9 for sure if I'm feeling generous, but let's just say 8.8 for now, because it wasn't a perfect episode. There were a lot of good things in it, but like with Rarity Takes Manhattan, there were nitpicks, but it didn't take away from the overall value of the episode. In this one, my main problem was, it actually so much wasn't Rainbow Dash, it was the Wonderbolts.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like such jerks.
I didn't have that much of fan. Well, then again, I guess if we were supposed to feel that way, they did something right, maybe, because there's a wrestler named John Cena. He was taught by one of his mentors, Shawn Michaels. He always said, if the reaction's really, really loud, then you're doing really good. Doesn't matter if it's positive or negative.
Yep.
So, yeah, what would you give this one?
I would give this a 9, because this was a really good episode. Yes, we liked this episode. So, all of you other reviewers can suck it. Because, honestly, I cannot believe how horrible of a reception this has gotten. This was a good episode. This was a good episode.
You know what my main problem with it is that
what?
A lot of the reviewers, like TheUndercoverBrony, who I can remember when he only had like 5 videos like 2 Decembers ago, I think it's to the point to where they stop stating their opinion and they start stating what they believe to be fact.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you this. I'm willing to debate my opinions on just about anything with anyone, and I'm not saying that like I want to get in an argument. I'm just saying because I like hearing other people's opinions. So that's why we're always like, and for a little plug, let us know what you thought in the comments, because we're muy interesanted. I conjugated that wrong, but but yeah. So yeah, that's Rainbow Falls. We liked it.
We did.
Suck it, popular reviewers.
You ever especially you, Mr. Enter. You seem to hate this episode.
Man,
seriously.
Hey, you know how we did that thing on my channel where we trashed on Everfree Network? Let's do a thing where we do it on the reviewers.
Oh boy, that should be fun.
All that salty butthurt. Okay, so while we brainstorm, you guys can think about what we thought about the episode.
So, that's it from me, John.
And me, Snakeskin94.
And we will talk to you guys later. Peace out, Dragon.
And just remember, I don't have an outro.
Yep.